So I need a new debit card. This one's pretty beat up. It's cracked in a couple of places. The chip's going to fall out. The magnetic stripe is pretty worn down. There is a fair to good chance that at any minute, maybe even the next time I go to use this thing, is going to break and not work. Wait for me here while I go make a call to replace it. I'm not gonna, right? I'm going to wait till this thing probably breaks on me, and then I'm going to have a problem, and it's going to cause all kinds of inconvenience for me. And if you were a salesperson who's trying to sell me a new debit card, even though they're free, you could tell me all about the enhanced security. You could tell me all about the value of even changing the number or the 3-digit code on the back. And you can tell me all about the new vanity faceplates on the card or the front sides and how I can tailor it and customize it. And you can tell me all these fancy bells and whistles. You can give me all the reasons in the world to do it. Probably not going to do it. Not in a hurry to replace it. I suppose after I record this video, I should probably send an email or call my bank and have them send a replacement out just because I'm acknowledging it publicly that I need to do it. But there are reasons that I'm not going to change that or that I haven't been in a hurry to change that, even though this thing's been janky and busted for a couple of months. And that's because there's these things that might be insignificant or that you don't even think of as the debit card salesperson, but that are really significant to me. Like, what kind of an inconvenience is it for me to switch? Now, I've got passwords associated with that card. It's saved on some websites that I buy things from regularly. And, I don't know. Actually, it's unknown to me because this stuff is just kind of set on autopilot. It's something I've been using. It's a system I've been using for years. There are potential inconveniences to the switch that I'm afraid of. Maybe afraid's a big word in this situation, but let's get out of this analogy and actually get to where the real world is. You've got prospects and customers who have these unknown to you anyway, fears and reservations about whether or not they need to make a switch in their process. There are things that you can't possibly be aware of because they don't want to tell you, and it's none of your damn business, about why they're not switching. So you can't just ask the question. So there's a lot that goes into the switch, a lot more that goes into the switch than just the cut and dried reasons that are on your 3-color marketing brochure for all the reasons your best customers have moved in the past. You need to get a commitment from the person that you're working with. As you get further along in the sales process, you need to obtain the commitment from them that you're willing to work together to take on whatever comes. You need to identify that for them that there are potential reasons that neither of you can even imagine right now that may come up, and that you're making a commitment right now to work through those problems, those issues in that process in order to get to the place that you know you can help them get. Nobody makes a change without a little bit of fear, unless their back is so far against the wall that they've hit bottom and there's only one way to go. Those are not typically the kind of customers you want to work with. So in most cases, and really in any functional case, there is some resistance to change. And there will always be a resistance to change that you can't foresee at the time that it's necessary to decide to make that switch. So there's no doubt in my mind that you've got someone who who you think is a great customer, has even given you all the buying signals in the world that they want to make a change, yet something happens and they just don't. What you have missed in that opportunity, what you have missed in that sales situation is the commitment by them, by both of you, to work together to get through whatever may come up, because undoubtedly something will. When you keep this in mind, when you don't just make that assumption that, hey, they gave me the buying signal, we're ready to go, what could happen? You know there's a lot that could happen. Head that issue off at the pass. Commit along with your prospect that you're willing to take on anything that comes up, and you're going to find a lot of these situations get smoothed over. And you also have an opportunity to demonstrate in your expertise in that moment that you've seen things come up that were unforeseen in the past and you've been able to work through them successfully. That will eliminate the risk in your prospect's mind that they don't even know they have yet, and that makes everybody feel better. Get to work on that. Make sure you're getting that commitment in the process. You're going to close a lot more sales.